Hi everyone, welcome to Harvest Moon 2020 with Mountain Ancestors Grove. Once again, this is our harvest moon here around these parts because our hunting season starts in September and the harvest season in Colorado usually runs a little bit later. So the moons are meant to tell your local story, whatever that local story is. Here, our harvest is a little bit later. Everyone doesn't harvest at the same time. That'd be swell if we could do it like that, but it just doesn't work out like that. So, welcome. Please go get yourself some sort of cup with a beverage in it to take a blessing in later. This is going to be a pretty quick blessing, right? So, hope we're ready. Let's start just with a couple of breaths. Just breathe in and arrive in the place where you are. Feel that air filling your lungs. Release that. This next breath, make this breath and all the beauty that comes with it, generate the merit of these breaths next to all those who are suffering with COVID, to all those who have trouble finding their breath. May our breath here in this moment find them, heal them, and encourage them to continue their fight. In your mind's eye, imagine the center of all things spiritual. Your gods are in one place, your ancestors are in another place, and you, through your breathing, come to the center of this reality. So we are grounded in truth in this place, and we are centered in the reality of our spirit cosmos. So with that, we always start by making an offering. This is tobacco. This offering is for the first peoples of this place. Here in Colorado in particular, it's the Arapaho, Apache, Cheyenne, Ute, Pueblo, and Shoshone. It's different where you are, I'm sure, unless you're in Colorado. So we make offerings to those first people to honor the land on which we stand, on which we make our sacred prayers, and also recognize that things weren't always done right by them. Next, we make some offerings to the Earth Mother, known by lots of names, but she is the goddess who supports us, who provides all the things that we know in physical reality. They come from her. If it didn't come from the Earth, we're not really sure where it came from. Everything we know, every bit of technology, ancient and modern, has all come from the Earth. And for that, we are very grateful. Next, we pour a quick offering to the powers of inspiration, that we know what to say when the time comes to say it, and that we don't say the wrong things. So, with that said, we're going to invite the most sacred beings. First, pardon me. But first, we have to build our cosmos, right? So, we start by kindling sacred fire. So, if you're at home, join me in lighting a candle or a lamp on your shrine. Next, we hallow the well, the place that will be the portal to receive offerings for our ancestors and those who have gone before. And finally, we make offerings to the spirits of nature, all those wild things that are around us, and to the tree, the sacred pillar of all. Kind of all over the place today, y'all, as it's been a long day. So, with the three sacred centers hallowed and blessed, we now make offerings to our ancestors, those who have gone before us, to our shining gods who dwell above us, and to the spirits of the middle realm all around us. We ask that they join us here at this sacred time and be with us in our right. Next, we'll make offerings to the sacred timekeeper above, our moon, in this aspect as Hunter's moon. Harvest moon, I beg your pardon. I'm one step behind y'all. It's been a day. I'm glad we're getting this live because normally one of the things that I say when things go completely backwards is it's a live show, folks. Well, technically, even it's YouTube live, it's still a live show. Sadly, it's going to be on the internet forever. That being said, with all of our offerings made, We'll make one final piacular offering, especially tonight. We'll make a good one in case anything was said wrong or done out of time or place. Please accept these offerings because Reverend Ashton is a human being and sometimes has other things on his mind. So, with all of our offerings made, we're now going to call for a quick omen that'll get us through these next 4 weeks. These omens are good. The expiration date on these omens is October 30th. New omens will be coming on the 31st. So, for the next 30 days, this is an interesting omen. The first sigil is the sigil for cycles, the wheel of the year, as it were. Recurring things, things that appear in their time seasonally or regularly. Next is the sigil for protection. There's many sigils for protection in the rune staves. This particular one is, it's kind of like somewhere in between passive and active. It's like the thorn on a rose, or hiding behind a shield. It's not the defense of a spear, and it's not the defense of a strong structure. It's the defense of a shield. Okay, and then finally, the leak, lagus, those things that are in those liminal spaces, but they're rooted deep, so they can remain unchanging regarding the emotional state. They can't be washed away. For me, how I'm interpreting this is, the cycle of times to protect ourselves and root deep comes and goes. It has cycled back around again. In the greater cycle, we are in the place of raising our shields and rooting deep. This I have seen. It's a powerful omen. It's an omen that calls us to action. But again, it's a different action than a spear action. A shield action is a little different. Okay? Sit with that. Sit with these metaphors. See how they arise in your life and how they can fit into your practice. But for the time being, we create the waters of life. All waters, by their very nature, are sacred. And for a time, we set these aside to hold the blessings of cyclical nature, of protection, as if by a shield, and rooting deep with heart. May these blessings flow through us, sustain and renew us. Behold, children of earth, the waters of life. Drink deep with me. I'm going to pass this off camera to Reverend Missy. We'll finish those up. So, we'd like to thank our beings, thank the moon for always coming up, or always being in a position that we could tell time from this beautiful celestial being. For all your aid in our life, we offer our full honor and thanks. Sacred Moon, we thank you. Kindreds 3, gods, ancestors, beings all around us in the natural world, for all your aid in our life, we offer our full honor and thanks. Kindreds all, we thank you. Now, let the fire be but flame, let the well be but water, and all be as it was, save the blessings that we have created here on this night. Children of Earth, thank you for joining us on this quick Harvest Moon blessing rite. Thank you for your support. Thank you for tuning in to all of our different places on YouTube and Facebook. We're trying to get better with our social media presence. If there's anyone who wants to volunteer to be a social media director for a small pagan church in Longmont, Colorado, please let us know. Write to administrator@mountainancestors.org. The beeping of the dishwasher tells me that this rite has come to an end. Thanks, everyone. Have a wonderful harvest, and we'll see you next time. Blessings.